Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Everyday Black Men Podcast, Avengers Endgame edition.
Spoilers coming.
Spoilers is coming.
Ain't no spoilers no more, nigga. I'm about to tell you.
Man, there's a lot of people that ain't seen it.
There's a lot of people ain't seen it.
1.2 billion.
Even though they made 1.2 billion, them boys, they made it into the 18th highest grossing movie.
That was my favorite scene, though. Avengers. Assemble. It was
no. Because he started out with basing his voice. Avengers. Assemble.
That's dope.
It was, man. It was everything that I.
Anybody gonna do the overview?
No, fuck the overview. If you ain't seen the movie, then fuck you and fuck your mother.
Oh, okay, but I'm gonna do it real quick.
All right,
nigga,
go ahead.
All right, first 15 minutes, nigga killed Thanos. Scott, bow. Who cut his head off? Shot.
Thor.
All right, boom. I got down. Forget something. Captain Marvel got down. Say Tony Stark he was out in space for some reason. All right.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah. Man, he was out in space because that boy wasn't gonna just stay on Titan, man. You know,
right.
he ain't got shit on Titan.
All right, cool. Long part of the movie. None of this stuff is important. Hank Pym finally come out the damn what they call it. That's not Hank Pym.
No, it's not Hank Pym.
What's the other guy?
You talking about Scott Lang.
Boom. Scott Lang come out the damn thing thanks to some kind of rat. Rat is the real hero. We never gonna give him
Rat MVP, nigga.
Rat MVP. All right. Yep. He comes up with his idea. He said, man, I was there for 5 hours, but 5 years passed. His daughter didn't get snapped away, but apparently his ex-wife and husband, because I ain't see them.
Fuck them niggas. Nobody like him anyway.
She grew up by herself?
Oh. Seems like it.
Okay, that's weird. All right. Anyway, that happened. He's like, hey, we could just go back in time and take each individual song. And Tony like, fuck it. I ain't done with this shit. I got wife and kids. I ain't trying to go back in time.
I can't lose that shit. I can't lose it.
Yeah. Eventually he did it. Okay, he figured out time travel. They all went back in time, brought the stones from the past to the future. Gamora, sister, what's her name?
Nebula.
Nebula. All right. Girl. Nebula got down past Nebula, and what's her name? Nebula got the same kind of uplink, and Thanos finds out about their plans, and he switches to Nebulas. They come back. Only person that could put on the stone and do the snap, they figured out it was Thor. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't Hulk. Okay, there's a little funny things, but those things aren't really important or integral to the story. But whatever, that happens. All right, cool. Whatever, he snaps. Boom, everybody comes back because apparently Hawkeye gets a call from his wife. It's 5 years later, and then goddamn Nebula's been switched, and boom, evil Nebula called Thanos in using that time
machine that they used to go and get the stones back.
Don't make any sense though.
No. We'll get to the next. Finish.
Okay, whatever. All right, so that happened. All right, they're like, oh no. Next thing you know, the Avengers compound get destroyed.
Them niggas got obliterated.
Then they out there like shit. Thanos out there by himself, and it's just Thanos right in there.
He's just sitting there
like, go get the goddamn gauntlet.
Hurry up.
They go get. Oh, by the way, this gauntlet was made by Iron Man.
Correct.
All right. So the Hulk fucked up. Didn't even see him fight after that. By the way,
he didn't.
He did one thing, and he threw somebody at a ship. That was it.
Oh
yeah.
The building pretty much crashed on everybody else, and they disappear. And they get together, and Thanos calls his whole army, and it's just like 5 of them, right? 4 or 5.
Wait! You missed something.
What?
You missed. Who was also eligible to hold the Thor's hammer?
I don't get that yet. That was before
the whole army came.
No. You're out of order. Army. It was just them fighting.
It was just them fighting
against Thanos.
Yeah.
Thanos was about to finish all that boy Thor.
Yeah, and then
he was about to finish.
And then Captain America.
Okay, go ahead.
Threw that hammer at him, and he was able to wield the Thor's.
Yeah, but he like that whole trope. I'm gonna throw this at y'all later on about the hammer thing. They've already done it twice in 5 years. It should be something done like once every 10 years.
Maybe
because Vision held the hammer.
Yeah, because Vision is also by definition worthy.
All right, and technically, Captain America moved the hammer a little bit. He's just like, what?
Yeah. Then Thor was like, "Hey, stop touching my hammer." He's like, "All right, cool."
All right, that fight with goddamn Captain America and that hammer, that shield and that goddamn hammer was the best fight scene.
Pretty much the best fight scene in the entire movie.
All right, so next thing you know, everybody appear. 5 years later, they just appear out of nowhere. They knew what the fuck was going on, right? So that's what happened,
Panther
right?
them came.
All right, everybody who got snapped by it. Yeah, I mean everybody who was ever in the movie. And then they start to lose because Thanos got getting his ass whipped by Captain Marvel, which we're not going to go in that. And he's like, man, blow this bitch up, shoot some bombs, or whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah, he said, fire the ship. But sir, our troops,
fire the ship. Goddamn, so the ship just started fucking, what's that? Well, no, that was Wonderland. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was Scarlet.
That was Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch was whipping that ass.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, that ship just fucking them up. What's his name? We don't know the people.
The Wizards.
The Wizards. Okay.
The Wizards.
The Wizards put up a shield, so it was protecting everybody, right? So that happened, right? This is at the end of the movie, right? So next thing you know, Captain Marvel just fly through a fucking ship, destroy the ship. Yep. Oh, that's the pretty much it for Captain Marvel. She's in the beginning of the movie, and she's at the end.
Pretty much, yeah. The middle stuff, Captain Marvel didn't show up.
Yeah, we don't know what the fuck she was.
I mean, come on. She's got other universes.
Well, she was other universes to protect.
Yeah, they gave her some kind of bullshit excuse.
It's called, look, apparently, nigga, I'm not showing up, all right?
In real life, the cast don't like her.
That don't seem like that's the thing.
Yeah, they really don't. It's all over the internet. It's all over the internet.
Man, look, niggas been talking about shit on the internet for forever.
All right, whatever. So that happens. Goddamn, the ship go down. Everybody going down. Goddamn, Thanos is whooping ass, though. And his whole crew come. And Thanos is like, he beat Tony ass. Mm-hmm. He beat Fat Thor ass. We didn't have to go over that. But Thor get fat. He was playing Fortnite for some reason with his buddies. Where was those guys at, though? We'll get
No, they came at the end.
They did?
Yeah, they came through a portal.
Okay. So everybody there fighting.
The same one that Valkyrie is, and then we just didn't see them fight at all. Okay, which kind of sucked because they did so much fighting in fucking Ragnarok, only for them not to be
They're comedic relief, though.
I mean, they are comedic relief, but I mean,
comic relief, we'll go with that.
Comic relief, but still, I mean, these niggas, we saw them throw down before, and then for them to just, they coming through a portal, we go, nah.
Amid all this chaos, and then that nigga Tony Stark somehow finds Doctor Strange. He's like, I can't tell you what needs to happen, but basically that's what needs to happen. But I can't tell you what needs to happen. Because
otherwise it won't happen.
Yeah, otherwise it won't happen. So they get to some point after the fight where Tony and hold on, wait. Should we go over that scene where they were just running around? Okay, whatever. So I skipped the part, but it was not integral to the story. But so pretty much Thanos gets the new gauntlet after it's been used once. All right, and Thanos is about to put the gauntlet on.
But first, before that happened, of course, Black Panther get it, and he do that little football thing.
That's the part
we're not talking about. That's not integral to the story.
Yeah, it's not integral to the story. Yeah, that's why I was like, we're going to go back to it. Okay. So, goddamn, once that happened, right, some niggas sitting right there like, oh, shit, he about to do it again. He about to do another snap. Next thing you know, he get punched. Tony get punched back, and he has all the stones on his hands. He look at Doctor Strange.
First, Thanos says, I am inevitable. Yes. Snaps. Nothing happens. Iron Man has it. Finish.
That's just
literally what he just said. Go ahead.
He just repeated me.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
He just repeated me.
I know this nigga just repeated you.
All right.
You didn't add that part that I just said.
All right, whatever.
Did he?
Goddamn. Tony Stark snaps.
He says,
I don't remember.
I am Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
And pretty much he snapped away Thanos' whole army that came from the past to attack them, and that's pretty much the end of the movie. And Tony Stark passes away.
Correct.
All right.
Let's get to the stuff that's not integral to the story. So first and foremost, what are your first thoughts and reactions?
Okay. My first thought was Thor didn't have enough screen time.
Thor didn't have enough screen.
Not Thor. I'm sorry. The Hulk. The Hulk didn't have enough time to do.
He redeemed his whole character arc though. By becoming Professor Hulk, he redeemed the main problem that we had, which is you are a super powerful atomic weapon, but you always about to go off. That was literally every problem that they had with Hulk up to this point.
Because of Infinity War, man, he should have been in there wrecking motherfuckers. Like he should.
Infinity War, he was big pussy.
That's what I'm saying. In Infinity War, he was a big pussy. He should have came back in this one and fucking wrecking some shit. Okay. He should have been wrecking some shit.
So what you're saying is his character arc would have been more complete for you if he had damaged more things.
Yes.
Or gotten more screen time. Which one? Or both?
Not necessarily screen time, because I do like how he was in the restaurant, and that was pretty funny. I like that.
Well, not just funny. It showed he conquered his biggest thing.
No, we don't know who that is.
No, we don't know who that is.
Take your fucking phone.
Take your goddamn phone.
What he's referring to is a scene with Ant-Man. Who's there? Ant-Man.
Captain Marvel. Sorry, Captain America.
Yeah, it was Captain America,
yeah.
Black Widow and Professor Hulk.
And pretty much everybody knew who Captain Hulk was. And then he's like, look, guys, I'm Ant-Man.
Captain Hulk?
And like, Captain Hulk.
Whatever, it don't matter.
It don't matter. Whatever, I'm Hulk. What do he call himself?
Professor Hulk.
Professor Hulk?
Yeah, Professor Hulk.
And the kids knew who he was, of course, which don't make any sense because those kids looked around 8 and Hulk wasn't active in those 5 years.
I mean, we're assuming he wasn't active in
those 5 years. So
maybe they just saw the old footage in New York.
Okay. That happened, and then Ant-Man's over there like, hey, you know, I'm Ant-Man, and nobody knows who the fuck he is. He's like, I know you want to picture guy, I know you, and that's what he was referring to. Because Ant-Man he thought he was just famous as the Hulk.
Oh, he thought because he did some big shit in Germany, all of a sudden everybody
nobody knows about that though.
Like if these kids had been in San Francisco, they would have maybe asked for something, but you can't ask for kids all around to know who you are, because them kids in New York don't talk to them kids in San Francisco.
What else you got?
What about your first thoughts, Rick? or
I have questions.
It was not as good as Infinity War. For myriad of reasons.
I feel like they were even.
We know you're wrong. Number one, the pacing. There were some very boring.
This is just first thoughts, reactions.
Okay. The action scenes were probably some of the best they've had.
Correct.
Music was awesome.
Oh, loved it.
Characters were used pretty much properly.
Okay.
For the most part, except for that one scene with all female cast that came out of nowhere on the battlefield. It made no goddamn sense.
It made plenty of sense, but we'll get into that later.
No, the fuck it didn't.
It made plenty
We're on
of
a
sense.
fucking battlefield. All girls, get together and do it.
First and foremost,
That was so pandering.
First and foremost,
Your first thoughts, we can get to that later.
First and foremost, the first thoughts are meant to be short, but
Miles were short. Except for that pandering ass scene and the other gay pandering ass scene.
continuing on, we'll talk about it in a second.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
All right, so for my first thoughts, it's pretty much they completed the arc. I don't know if I'd say they completed it the way I would have completed it.
Left a lot of questions.
They left a ton of questions. The Russo brothers, I don't think they're going to make another film like this, but that may be for the best. It would be nice to see how somebody else who's a director would kind of take it as opposed to the Russos, because this felt very much in line with Infinity War. And so for me, that's partly the problem, is that I can tell these films were made around the same fucking time. It almost feels like they try to do a two-parter without doing a two-parts, but it ends up being a two-part. So it just seemed a little off in that sense. But since we can't avoid it, let's go into the thing that you've wanted to talk about. What are the bad things first?
Who first?
It's not necessarily a bad. I have a question.
No,
Is that gonna be for somewhere else?
Nah,
that can fit somewhere else. I was gonna have the bad things first. Okay. So why don't we start with our read?
Agenda pushes in the movie. First agenda, LGBT community, all right? You got a little part in there. The guys were sitting around in a semicircle talking about their experience of living after the snap. And the guy was like, I went on
looking at you like,
I went on a date, and he was like, pause, why did he have to be gay? Like, why?
Why? It'd be different.
No, it was just
he's talking
random dude.
about the guy. He's talking about the Sprint guy at the beginning of the movie, where he's basically talking about how he went on a date. This is like after it says 5 years later, they show the picture of the New York Harbor and all the other stuff, and then Captain America's leading that
and they're
survivors
sitting
group.
around talking about he's talking about how he went on a date and he had to be a gay dude.
First and foremost, why not?
First and foremost, why couldn't he be straight?
Because everyone is normally assumed to be straight.
Exactly.
No one ever assumes that you're gay. That's why they made a point of being like, it's not like obviously pandering if they were just like they went around the circle and every nigga was gay.
Why
he was the only one that talked. Everybody else, nobody else told the story.
No.
Why couldn't he have just been like, I went on a date? And why did he have to actually say
because
he?
Normally you're going to say he or she or
not necessarily.
You're not going to say I went on a date without Chandler, because Chandler could go either way.
Okay.
Although if you're Chandler girl, that's your dad's made some very questionable choices.
No, they made it a point to let you know that this man was a homosexual.
Not a point. They just said he was gay. I don't see why this is a thing. I feel like your case that you're trying to make, R-Reed, is much more prominent in your second example.
We'll get there.
Your first example, I feel like, is just
why?
It'd be different if they said
9 times out of 10. All right, if we're going through a circle of people, all right, I'm not even, the likelihood of a circle of people with somebody being gay is 1 out of 10. Let's just say that, right?
I feel like it's a little bit closer in Atlanta, but sure, go ahead.
All right, so you found the gay dude, and he had to be gay. If they would have told more than one story, I'd have been fine with it. But I felt like they focused. he only told his story. Nobody else needed to tell a story, really, but he told his story, and it was the most bitch-ass story. We just cried. Like,
I mean, I thought no matter how it was going to go, it was going to be a bitch-ass story.
Yeah, and, like, it's 5 years after the fact, and maybe I'm some kind of emotionless person, but, like, if we're on a date, we're going to sit up here and cry, like, they made them a bitch-ass gay niggas. Gay niggas is just gay people, but they're just regular dudes still. They're not bitches.
Well, I don't feel. I don't feel.
Why they portray the gay man in such an emotional way?
I don't feel like crying about
on a date. First date
is necessarily a bitch ass thing.
First date.
I feel like the thing about it is this has been 5 years. It's not like this has been 10, 15, 20 years when niggas really moved on. I know niggas who's still crying about their ex right now, and it's been a decade. Get over it, Frank. But at the same time,
that's when they smile in your face.
But no, I don't feel like that was a problem. That the fact that they cried, or the fact that he decided to mention the fact that he was on a date with a guy. However, going to
you get my point though, right?
Well, no, I'm saying I see the point you're trying to make. I feel that example is not good enough.
Perfect. But anyway. And then, in the middle of a battlefield, when women came from all different places on this huge-ass battlefield, somehow...
Well, Iron Woman made sense, because that lady can fly.
That would make sense. The rest
Valkyrie made sense, because she can fly.
She had a horse. She can't fly.
She had Pegasus.
She's riding on a train.
Right. She had Pegasus, which probably is a male.
Riding on the
which probably is a male.
Yeah. Oh, so there was a male in there because he got a horn.
Because he got a horn. Pegasus does have a horn.
All the women when they're passing around the Infinity Gauntlet, because apparently when the building got destroyed, Ronan. Oh, I'm sorry. Was he Ronan at that time, or did he go back to Hawkeye? All right.
Hawkeye. He still kept his sword, and he still sliced people. So
So Hawkeye / Ronan. Got the Infinity Gauntlet from under the rubble, and he was running through a tunnel, and he passed it around, and then somehow it got to Captain Marvel. It was when did she get it first?
No, she doesn't get it until Peter Parker after the instant kill mode where he starts losing.
And then somehow all the women in the universe end up on screen, and that was the most bullshit ass moment. I know if I noticed it. It wasn't nothing natural about it. And that's why I felt that scene was super pandering.
See, I only consider that scene to be pandering.
If it was done in reverse, how would you feel?
Because of the scope of it. Because if when you think back to the Infinity War, like you had like Black Widow was saved by Scarlet Witch, which makes sense. They were right next to each other. Correct. You had the General and her husband fighting over there. You had Bucky and Rocket fighting over there. Like, it made sense that everyone went to it. I feel like I get why they were doing it. They're trying to encourage more women to be interested in the series. But I feel
there have been women in the series forever. Well, but that wasn't the infamous
I feel like the bigger problem,
Brie Bitch Larson.
Again, you leave Brie Larson alone.
Brie Bitch Larson.
You leave Larson alone. You leave Brie Larson alone.
She's a bitch.
I don't care if she's a bitch.
Yeah, she's
that's
a
not
bitch.
For me to determine. I ain't got to work with her.
I seen her like in an interview. Oh, side note, I seen her in an interview with Thor, and she was like, she liked to do her own. He's like the guy who was doing the interview. He's like, I like to do my own stunts. And guy who plays Thor was like,
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth's like, what are you trying to be the next Tom Cruise? I'm trying to be the next Brie Larson.
But that makes sense though.
No, it doesn't. Tom Cruise is infamous for doing stunts.
No, I know.
Yeah, she was being a bitch.
No, sir. You should be able to say, because if somebody told you that you're trying to be the next Nas, nah, nigga, I'm trying to be the next R. Reed. Fuck Nas.
No, she's. You have to watch it, and you'll be like, yeah.
No, I've seen
it. You have to watch it.
I've seen the
If
interview.
anything, that's a compliment to her, because that's Tom fucking Cruise.
I get.
He's movie star.
I get that.
Movie star.
I get that. But that'd be like them telling you that you're going to be the next Idris Elba. Like, no, I'm trying to be the next R. Reed.
I do get a lot of
what I'm saying is we're not supposed to make it about the fact that you're going to be the next whoever's the top. You're trying to be the next you.
Yeah, but
so
you see the Idris Elba comparison in me.
No, I don't see the Idris Elba comparison.
I got one already. One person already said it.
This man.
But we're going back to what we were saying. So you agree, like. Did you stop
I agree. I agree that it's pandering, but I feel like the reason it's pandering is for a different reason.
If it was the other way around, how would they feel?
If it was for the other way around, we wouldn't give a fuck how they feel because this is a Marvel movie.
Every Marvel's movie had a female in it.
Which Marvel movie
Every Marvel's movie had a female.
had a female lead?
Lead? No, not a lead, but a
I mean, if
female
you're not a
lead.
lead, are you really?
Yes.
I mean, really?
Pepper Potts is integral to Iron Man
But
is
Pepper
happy.
Potts is a much better kind of roller coaster ride.
Okay. Let's go. Who else gonna go with? Thor in his first movie had a love interest.
Yeah, but that was so shoehorned in, and people gave them shit for that.
That
which
movie
they
was
deserved.
trash anyway. You know,
And the second one was just as bad. Oh, Jane got the Infinity thing, and she got sick.
You know, I ain't
it was
like
hilarious
Thor
when they referenced that in the time heist.
Yeah, she dumped you. Oh, we all decided not to be together.
We decided not to be together. You know,
she dumped you, man.
nah, bro. She told you to let that shit go.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was all. But the bigger problem I think is just the battle itself. I feel like that kind of amplified a lot of things. Because I felt like if they had made it to where all the people had been fighting and the women eventually get close to each other and Peter Parker just so happens to fall down in that thing, it would have made it to where it's much more like, you're like, okay, I see what you're doing here. You're trying to say, Deadliest Women in the Galaxy movie may be coming soon. And
we will not be watching that.
Okay, you won't.
No way in hell would I ever watch some bullshit like that.
So you're saying you're not gonna pay for a ticket, but you're gonna watch it on Cody?
That's gonna bootleg.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, I agree with you that the way the scene was done, definitely reeks of pandering. But to a certain extent, I feel like that problem is due to just the battle feeling a lot less structured than Infinity War. Like when you were saying earlier to Armstead that you felt that Infinity War was a superior movie, I feel like for the final fight scene, Infinity War wipes Endgame
Did you watch
all
that?
over the floor.
When it happened on your screen, how did you react? Did you go like, what the fuck?
Wait, which part?
When all the women ended up on the screen, what was your reaction?
I was like, when I saw it, I was like, oh wow, they put all the women on the screen. Oh, okay. That was interesting. Like I didn't see wrong about it, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't notice like it was like, oh, they did that? They really did
I don't think it was wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I just wish they did it better because it was obvious.
But I feel like the
'Cause
problem
I think we're in the same battle.
it did feel forced.
Correct.
It definitely felt
No,
forced.
I'm agreeing with you that it's forced. I'm saying that the problem, though, the reason it sticks out so much. So, like, let's say, like, look at the color of that wall. You know, it's a gray. But if I just had a black stripe up there, that shit would stick out. I get the reason that you feel that way. The problem is that the battle was just so jumping around. Like, it felt like the battle was designed by somebody who was, like, 7, which was like, and then showed Spider-Man going off in that direction. And it's like, first of all, who the fuck's kid is this? Get this motherfucker the fuck off this scene.
Wait, I'm going to say this. Notice how they did it when Captain America was out there by himself, and Thanos brought all his people, and he was about to just go at him by himself. And then all of a sudden, Doctor Strange was talking in his head. Hey.
No, Sam.
Who? Oh, that was Sam?
That's Sam, black guy. Future Captain America.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, him.
Because that was a reference back to Winter Soldier when he was like,
I thought that was
on your left.
I thought that was Doctor Strange.
I don't know. I can't
because
remember.
as soon as that happened,
You've
that's
seen
when.
it
No. I've seen it 3 times.
Yeah,
I'm 100% certain of this.
Okay, well, notice how all of them came in. Doctor Strange came in. Black Panther came in.
Which also, this creates a huge problem for the universe. But I'm gonna let you finish your point first.
Yeah, but you notice how all of them came in. You know what I'm saying? Like that right there.
Yeah, the fight felt fine.
That wasn't forced at all.
The fight seemed good up to that point in time.
No, I'm not talking about the fight scene.
No, I'm saying
we're talking about how he said all the women just popped up on screen.
Yes.
Notice how all. You know what I'm saying?
All the characters popped on screen.
All the characters.
But you made infamous put all the women on screen. But if it was done the other way around, you said no one would give a fuck. However, man, whatever. I don't get into that battle because the battle of sets is already won. I'm sorry to tell you that. All right, yeah, I hear it, but whatever. I'm not gonna tell you who winning and who's gonna win. Don't even matter, right? Another part that I thought was fucked up.
Or no, stuck out because you didn't say that it fucked up. Right. You just said that you noticed it. And it was a little jarring for your experience.
I'm going to show y'all something else, all right?
All right.
When Thanos, Iron Man, and who was the other one? There was one more. Thor. You saw when they punched him? Mm-hmm. Right? You saw how they was punching back and forth. Like it was hidden, right? Mm-hmm. You saw what happened when Captain Marvel punched him?
Yeah.
When Captain Marvel got punched by Thanos?
Yeah.
Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she went, pew, back.
No.
Oh,
you talking about that first punch?
He punched her like 3 times.
And she was like,
yeah. And she just looked at him like he was stupid. He grabbed the Power Stone and then he punched her, and that's when he knocked her back. That was another scene. I was just like, hold on, Thor. I'm just gonna say because it was Fat Thor. Iron Man, I get. Captain America, get.
Yeah,
but Thor.
Because Captain America had a hard time when he was just holding back the gauntlet, and Thanos was like, "This ant is trying to stop me. This is cute."
But when she punches him, when he punches her, she's just looking at him like he's stupid.
She did look at that nigga like he was
they
stupid.
OP'd her.
I mean, they said that they were going to OP her. Like they dropped y'all the hint at the beginning.
Yeah, but she's still not the most powerful Avenger.
In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, she is. I'm not saying the comics. I'm just saying in the Marvel
Cinematic Universe is still not true. Then why didn't she beat Thanos?
Well, no, they should have let her beat Thanos. I feel like to get on the opposite scale, the opposite box, which nobody has done this yet, and hopefully nobody will do it by the time that this episode drops.
Everyday black man first.
Everyday black man first. I feel like they nerfed Captain Marvel for the sake of the movie.
They nerfed her because they didn't like what originally, supposedly, rumors, internet, of course, she was supposed to be the one to defeat him. But the whole cast did not like that because they feel like her character was shoehorned in. Like she came out of nowhere. And they agree with that too. The cast, the whole cast. It's out there. You go read it. They was like, no. And they changed the story to be the way it is.
I feel like I want to see how that would have played out because I almost feel like that would have been a better movie if she had beaten Thanos, because that would be like she's the strongest Avenger. Kind of like when people complain all the time about how powerful Superman is in DC movies. I want to be like, nigga, he's Superman. Like, he's literally...
She's not that powerful.
According to how they've made the Marvel Cinematic Universe, she is the most powerful.
Just because he said something. He was just talking out the side of his neck. Kevin Feige, whatever his name is. He didn't mean that shit.
No, he didn't mean it.
Okay. But I feel like he shouldn't have died.
Why everybody care if Iron Man died?
No, not Iron Man. I'm talking about Thanos.
No, he should die.
I feel like Thanos should not have died. Because doesn't Thanos at some point in time team up with
No, you're gonna have that's not even a question. You should ask yourself.
Nah.
If they beat Thanos for 2014, none of that shit ever happened.
No. They explained that when they talked about all the time stuff. Remember, if you go back to the past and then come back to your present, that present that you were at before you went back becomes the past. So it's kind of like a.
So when he put the stones back, it's like Thanos never came back.
No, when he put the stones back, they become part of the continuity past.
So what I'm saying is, 2014 Thanos, they call it 2014. Yes. It came forward.
Yes.
He still exists in his time period. Like none of that ever happened.
Correct.
That's what we're going to assume, right?
Yes.
Get weird now. About to get real weird.
Go ahead.
What the fuck happened to Gamora? Because she didn't disappear with the rest of them.
No, because she wasn't wished away.
But
that's going to be the problem with Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's where it gets weird because Iron Man didn't know Gamora had turned good at that time. He just wished away Thanos' army, we assume, or snapped away Thanos' army. And technically, wouldn't she be a part of the army at that time if he didn't know any better?
She should be a part of the army.
So shouldn't she be gone?
She should, but she's not.
Yeah, but she's not. Yeah, she's gonna be in Guardians.
Which also, the other thing is that technically she should be in the Soul Stone with.
No, past her.
I'm saying, past her is the future. But what I'm saying, technically, since the Soul Stone should keep all continuity because it's a Soul Stone, shouldn't she still be inside that Soul Stone?
No, she's dead. So
no. Remember, because they went back before that ever happened.
There are no more.
So now Black Widow is
sorry. In that alternate universe's Soul Stone, it's just Black Widow.
Yeah, it's Black Widow.
So what happened to our universe is Gamora
got
when
destroyed
the Soul
when he
Stone
destroyed the gauntlet. So we assume that she's just dead.
Okay, so
and again,
2016 Gamora is just 2018 Gamora is dead.
Yeah,
and again, I feel like probably the armies should have disappeared, but I feel like Thanos should have. Disappeared into his, whatever, and he should come back again.
You don't need Thanos.
You don't need Thanos.
I just
there are people stronger than Thanos.
I know that. I just feel like
they need
I don't know.
With the X-Men universe, it opens up so many doors.
Yeah, but that's
because they do
Magneto will give Thanos a run for his money.
Magneto would have crushed Thanos.
Dude. You think so?
Magneto's
that dude. It's literally taking Scarlet Witch to put that nigga in his place. And that's a humbling honor when the strongest mutant has to put you in your place.
Because even if you think about it, Rogue Rogue is supposed to take some of Captain Marvel's powers.
True. Actually, if Brie Larson is as hated as some people say it is, you guys realize that Monica Rambeau character was very well received, Marvel. So I'm just saying.
Yeah. The real Captain Marvel, but
the real. They
really cheated though, man. They went back, man. They cheated, man. They went back and.
They didn't have any other choice.
They had to jump that nigga, man. They cheated, man.
First and foremost, it ain't about if it's cheating. It's about who wins.
I'm being funny.
And then we got questions about Loki.
All right.
That was gonna be one of them.
I think.
That was gonna be one of them.
So
when he took the what's the name, the Tesseract, where the fuck did he go? That's the first thing.
That's what we're gonna find out in the
You can
Loki
order
TV
Disney
show.
Plus for $7.99
Exactly.
a month.
Yeah, Disney Plus for $7.99 per month.
How many?
But you know
when they announced that I wasn't gonna get that. I'm gonna get it.
You know what?
I'm not gonna get it.
I don't know where he went, but
I wasn't. I'm gonna get it because it's $7.99. And I'm gonna keep Netflix. And Hulu.
Listen.
God damn it, you fucking bitches.
That at the end of Endgame,
Yes.
when they was doing the whole funeral for Iron Man, y'all notice that person sitting in the back by himself?
Yeah, that boy.
That boy
Yeah.
said that's
Is
the boy
that
from Iron
kid
Man
Loki?
3.
Yep.
No, that's
the boy from Iron Man 3.
Boy from Iron Man 3.
He was a kid, and that kid from Iron Man did. No, he was with Iron Man throughout
Yeah,
the whole movie.
because in Iron Man 3, the reason that he was even thing is because he helped Tony Stark. Because Tony Stark was like, "Hey, can I borrow?" Because he basically remember he was out in the middle of nowhere.
I remember
He
that
had
kid
no
he was
suit.
with, and the kid used the one little jolt in Iron Man 3. He just grew the fuck up.
Yeah, he just grew up.
Yeah, he grew up in real life.
Also, you did notice that it was Black Panther's stunt double, not Black Panther, in that final scene.
It was?
Yeah, it's his stunt double.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Very close looking, but you can tell based on the body type because he's taller. Because Chadwick Boseman was filming 21 Bridges.
Actually, like, it's going to be good.
It's going to be dope.
Yeah.
We're going to get to see Black Panther on the run.
And side note, Dark Phoenix looks like trash.
I mean, Dark Phoenix looks like you're going to be able to skip the first 45 minutes and have nothing lost.
Yeah, I think it's going to be trash. New Mutants looks good.
New Mutants does look good.
But yeah, go ahead. Let's go. Let's keep
But no.
on.
So I wanted to quickly touch on the movie themes. So that's America's ass.
That was funny.
Was fun. Like I
I talked to one of our friends. He said that was gay. I'm like, bro, that was not actually gay. That was a joke.
That was a joke.
Yeah.
It's not like he said, "Yeah, man."
Because that was America's
He was
ass.
like, I could do this all day. Hell no.
He's like, "Yeah, I know." that was the part. Like a lot of the callbacks.
Hail
if you
Hydra
got,
was cool.
No, Hail Hydra was next on my list.
Yeah, because that was a comic book reference when there's a version of Captain America that joins Hydra.
Yeah. That
Which
it
basically
is.
means he's
Which
going
also,
Hitler.
remember, I feel it's gratuitous, but whatever. When Hulk had to rip off his shirt when he was back in 2012. He's like, I feel it's gratuitous, but whatever. And then you see when he really mad when they were sitting there having a regular conversation. That nigga took that bitch was like, man, I know she dead.
when he found out Black Widow died.
Yeah. When he found Black Widow dead, that was my chick.
Do you think they made the right choice?
I think they made the right choice because Clint didn't deserve it, but that's all the reason that he was going to get it. The problem is
they've
that
been shitting on him for all of it.
Yeah, people have been shitting on him for forever, and he had the largest amount of growth from a character that was in the initial Avengers. I do, however, in the Everyday Black Man First, believe
she is bad, by the way.
Cool.
Oh, Scarlett Johansson.
She is bad.
Yeah. Right. I do believe that one of the things that one of the feminists said, which was that Black Widow didn't get enough screen time. I feel that that's correct. Because I feel like she was such an integral part of the initial cast, especially going into like the second Avengers movie where literally she's the only one who could calm Hulk down. For you to just basically be like, because it's only an hour and 45, that scene where she dies is only an hour and 45 minutes into this 3-hour movie. For y'all to kill her then, just...
She get her own fucking series. Shut the fuck up.
No, she get her own movie. It's a prequel, and it's mostly gonna focus on how she went from being heartless to being in Budapest. Like that last Budapest joke that they made. That's all a reference to the fucking Black Widow movie, which is kind of fucking worthless. I don't know. I feel like she should have gotten better thing.
She should have got a movie before fucking Captain Marvel. But hey,
I mean, I feel like
agreed.
I feel like the Captain Marvel thing probably would have been better if they had made it
after.
No,
Captain Marvel should not have been introduced until after this movie.
Yes, but if they're going to introduce Captain Marvel, you should have done it.
That's why she feels
last year.
The only reason her movie did so well because people thought it was gonna have something to do with Infinity War.
Which it did.
It had
Slightly.
shit to do with Infinity
It
War.
had slight things to do with Infinity War.
It had you could not watch that movie and be fine.
I mean, if you don't watch that movie, then you wouldn't know who she is because she cut her
If you
hair.
don't watch that movie, you don't give a fuck because you was in the movie for under 7 minutes. Don't give a fuck.
I think what you're. I think
he's in the movie for
I think
under
we're gonna
7
have a disagreement on that,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with that because
No.
I'm not gonna. I'm not.
there's nothing you
I'm
can
not
say.
willing. I'm not willing to die on this bridge.
Oh.
I'm not willing to die on this bridge.
Definitely gonna die.
No, it's not even about that. It's just I'm not willing to die on a bridge for that. However, I am willing to die for that whole thing where everyone like when Thor came and cut the nigga's head off, they're like, "Oh my god, how'd you do it?" He said, "I aimed for the head."
That was
That was a joke from the last movie when he said you should have aimed for the head.
Which he was right then. I mean, the thing about it is, as much as people don't want to say it, Thanos be right. Thanos was right then. In the
Man,
past.
he had some
Thanos was right in
deep
the
ass
future.
lines, and I didn't catch any of them off the top of my head.
Well, no. The first one that he is that some things are just inevitable. Like this is destiny. When he saw him, and then he saw the thing on how he was going to treat Nebula, he was like, "Oh, so I did say that." And then he got his head cut off. Gamora's like, "Oh my god!" And he was like, "Destiny fulfilled." I was like, "Damn, like that's a cold nigga right there." It was like, "Yeah, I know I'm going to die in the future, but sometimes it got to be like that."
He had a lot of lines, and then the thing that he was no, that was somebody else.
Nah, him.
Sometimes you try who you're supposed to be, and then just be who you are. That was
That's
Thor.
Thor's mom.
That was
Thor's mom. Also MVP for that line.
Yeah.
Because she basically gave him the permission to start the
I'm supposed to be the
Guardians
king
of the
of
Galaxy,
Asgard.
which is better anyway. Because
they gonna work so awesome together.
I
man.
know.
Him and Star Lord, they were the best on screen. Like
for the first Infinity
And
Infinity
Rocket.
War, they had the best scenes.
they made that movie. I'm trying to think of like who else would make that. Like Drax would probably be okay, but with them two, Drax.
Yeah, Drax is not needed at this point.
I mean-
y'all can dump that nigga off. Thanos is dead. He's never gonna get his wife back. Drop that nigga off on one of them planets and just leave.
We'll see.
He don't need to be part of it.
Yeah, because even Rocket was kind of he wasn't funny as he used to be.
Well, no, Rocket was as
talking
funny
about
as he was.
I was trying to think of
No, Rocket was as funny as it used to be. Because he remember like, "Oh, look at the puppy. You want to go to space, puppy? I'll take you to space, puppy." And then they didn't take him to space, so he lied to him.
I'm trying to think.
or remember when he took Thor, he was like, "Hey, come here. It's like I'm having a panic attack. I don't know what to do. Come here." Fuck you think this was? I'm trying to get my family back. Your mom is dead. All right, she not coming back. My family got a chance to come back. It was like, damn.
Everybody was like, "Get the rabbit."
Yep.
Everybody think he a rabbit. That's funny.
But I don't know. I think while we have some disagreements on some of the things about the movie, overall, I don't think that it was as good as Infinity War, but I think it's a fitting conclusion. But I think it's best viewed if you view them as two parts of the same series. Because if you view it as two parts of the same series, Infinity War and Endgame, then I think you could say it as a solid 9. But if you look at it individually, Infinity War will be about 10 and Endgame is going to be about 8.5.
7.
8.5.
Why I say 7?
We-
Like I felt like how they were doing that thing in the first movie where they would transition from character to character.
I'll lower it to an 8.
The reason I say that they did it better, they had more characters and did it better than them with
Well,
less
they had more
characters.
characters, but you could tell they filmed the shit all at the same time. That's the problem with when you make things all at one time, is that they didn't realize how much better, they probably didn't realize how much better the battle pacing would be in Infinity War, because they hadn't finished editing Endgame yet. And probably when they look back on editing Endgame, they're like,
Let's kind of go over the original team because I don't think we really talked about it.
So we've got
Captain America.
Captain America.
He goes back in time.
He goes back in time, finally gets that life that Tony.
Oh, he's the one that's going to replace the Stones back in the original timeline.
Correct.
So he goes back in time.
And then Hawk.
No,
not Hawk.
we got to finish.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
No.
Oh, you want me to finish it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so he goes back in time, and the first time they went back in time, he saw Peggy Carter. Anybody watch Agent Carter?
No, I don't watch Agents.
So pretty much that was his first love. And he said he was going to give her a last dance from the first movie and so on. So he decided to stay back in time after he put the Stones back. Now, my guess is that in order not to disrupt the timeline, once she died, he used the suit to come back to their time.
I think so.
Okay. He took the hammer with him, too.
Yeah, but he put the hammer back because otherwise Thor wouldn't have the hammer because the hammer left. Remember? Because he can replace it back to the exact moment that it was taken. he might have kept the hammer for this whole time and then just placed the hammer back right before he went because he had enough.
He had the hammer. All right, next character, we're going to go with Hulk.
Hulk, yeah.
What about Hulk?
No, his main thing was just that Hulk didn't have no screen time.
Yeah,
and we didn't have any explanation other than the whole, I spent 18 months in gamma radiation, and I got the bronze and the beast, and I put them together,
His
baby.
arm pissed me off because Hulk has super healing.
He's supposed to be able
Well, the
to
problem
heal
is he's
himself.
not really angry, though. That's the other thing is that he lost a
He's
lot of
still supposed to
strength.
heal himself, though.
Sir,
I think he's going to be okay.
I think he's gonna be okay now they can do like a Professor Hulk movie as he studies to get back his arm, and really it's just you got to get back the beast.
I think it's just gonna take longer.
The original Hulk was better. He actually got a couple hits in on Thanos before Thanos gave him that ringer.
Okay, then we go. Who's next?
Next would
Iron
be
Man.
next. Let's save him for last. Let's go with Black Widow.
Dead.
Black Widow dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
Then they'll
Dead,
say
dead.
I mean,
Vision dead.
well, no, Vision was a part of the original team.
I know,
So
but we gonna just
next
dead
would be Hawkeye.
You know what? You want to know what confused me a little bit, and I had to really think about it. Is that remember the guy said in order for you to get that stone, you had to lose something that you loved.
Lose what you love most.
Yeah.
What you love most. You know what I'm saying? So that between them two,
They were best friends.
that's what I'm saying. But
throughout the whole-
love most, like he don't love his wife and
That was
kids
something-
more.
Nah,
Not really.
Not. That's just like that. When I say they best friends, like he's the one that recruited her to Shield.
Yeah, I mean, I see that.
She was a spy, and like he loved her enough to help her change her life to go on the quote unquote good side.
Yeah, but what you love most.
Yeah, for him, she's what he loves most. He loves her more than his
Than
family.
his wife and kids.
Yeah,
Oh,
his wife and kids. His wife.
That's
kids
only.
are
That's the
secondary.
only way I had to think about it because I was like,
No.
You
That's
can love things more than your wife and kids.
I mean, look,
You won't
nigga,
admit it out loud.
Yeah,
but
you never say he not gonna go up to. I mean, he still loves his wife and kids, but I mean, if his wife was falling on one arm and Black Widow's falling on another, he'd find another wife.
I think you just have to give up something you love. I don't think you have to give up something.
No, he said
love.
what you
yeah,
love
what
most.
you love most.
What you love most.
Oh,
Which that's what he told Thanos too, and Thanos was in the same problem. And that's why Gamora's like, yeah, you don't love anything. And then he looked at you like, no, little one. I loved you. I loved you more than I've loved Conquest. I loved you more than this whole thing. And it's just like, damn, Thanos. And then he chucked her off pushed her off that thing. And it was like, nah, Thanos, I felt sorry for you for a second, but you a piece of shit now.
And then that little fight scene that they had to see who was gonna go first, that was kind of
No, the fight scene that they had to see who was
It's
going to go
two
first
non-superheroes.
was pretty good. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, exactly. What you think this was going to be? Goku versus fucking Vegeta? Nah, nigga.
No,
These are two regular human beings.
I wouldn't expect
They
it
have
to be-
superhuman abilities, but nah, nigga, they wasn't going all the way out on each other either. Like that's why like Black Widow hit him with that little thing, and then she just tried to walk off. Like she thought that nigga was done, which was hilarious. Cause it's like you know this nigga, you knew he wasn't gonna go down with just one hit.
Thor.
Like, who do you think this is? Thor. Thor's development probably was the most of Ragnarok. I feel like he grew a little bit as a person, but it's like
I don't understand why he
went
went sad for cutting off Thanos' head.
I mean, he wasn't just sad. He's sad about the fact that by him cutting off Thanos' head, he didn't get an opportunity to see anything else. Because Thanos was at that point broken. So to a certain extent, he feels guilt for basically like
Super Doom in the already Doom universe.
yeah, Super Doom and already Doom universe.
Yeah, and Thor is gonna apparently join the Asgardians, and he gave the. No, I'm sorry. He's gonna join the Guardians of the Galaxies, and
No,
the
you're right the
Asgardians
first time.
were given to the Asgardians were given to Valkyrie. She's gonna be their
Who
queen.
is probably going to be a better leader than Thor anyway. Because even Loki was a better leader than Thor.
He was a dumbass, man. I was watching Thor Ragnarok. He just sitting around being the king, like y'all like this shit, cool.
Exactly.
I just like being the king. I don't really care about the ruling shit. Y'all can just have fun with me.
I mean, but at the end of the day, he still kept the army running.
Yeah.
And did all the other things. So I still feel he's better than Thor. Thor gets power, immediately a whole bunch of people die. And then after that, half of the people who survived died. Again. So yeah.
So
yeah,
where
Loki.
Loki go?
Loki's a better leader. His sister Hela was a better leader. Like Thor just ain't cut out for leadership, dog. You just ain't cut out for leadership.
Y'all noticed that when he came and he powered up, his beard was
Yeah, I know. His beard
it
twisted. He
up.
became Viking Thor. Yeah, he became Viking Thor and he got the little braids. I know somebody was mad about that, but I'm like, dog, it's a fucking movie. He's not culturally appropriating this shit outside of his. Like, calm the fuck down.
Like Vikings had braids, niggas.
Exactly. Calm the fuck down, nigga.
Stay
Calm
woke.
the fuck
Everything
down.
made up, nigga.
They made him fat the whole movie too. It's like,
I mean, him being fat the whole movie was a hilarious running gag. But I guess I want to close this out by saying
we gotta do Iron Man.
Oh,
dead.
sorry. No, you are 100% right. Iron Man, character who had the most development, from being a piece of shit who cared about no one to being someone who cared about everyone and actually having a real relationship with Pepper Potts, and going from someone who cared only about the suit to we need a suit of armor around the world, to eventually accepting the fact that.
By the way, Iron Man, even if you had that suit of armor, it wouldn't help.
Yeah, exactly. Thanos would have still broke through that shit.
Yeah.
Suit of armor around the world wouldn't have saved nothing.
I would have known, Noble.
Yeah, but what is knowing it if you still die? You just die a little bit faster. Because it's not even like Thanos would have a problem getting to your planet because he could just beam all his fucking people down.
You saw him beat that suit ass.
Iron
Man did the least work.
Iron Man, and then he was like, Thor, power me up. Like Iron Man.
If Iron Man would have been in the Hulkbuster suit, it would have been a lot different.
But Hulkbuster don't work on Thanos.
It would have.
Hulkbuster don't work on Thanos.
It held him down when he
was weak. When he was weak.
Saw Hulk versus Thanos.
Exactly. We saw Hulk.
You already saw that.
And Hulk is way stronger than Hulkbuster. Hulkbuster was pretty.
Yeah, the Hulkbuster beat the Hulk.
Yeah, in Hulk that one scenario.
Yeah, no.
In that one scenario. Thanos ain't like Hulk. He not going to be like, oh, you're going to swing to the left? Thanos coming with that uppercut. Also, if I had to be honest, I like 2014 Thanos way more than I like 2018 Thanos. Ruthless. That nigga was straight ruthless. That nigga was like, I will murk you, your mama, your cousin, your dog, and I'll fuck your sister in front of you. And it's like, damn, Thanos.
Thanos looks like Ron Perlman. I know who he really is.
He does,
but he looks like Ron Perlman, man.
I think it's just that clean ass shade.
Face.
In that face, the little.
Because it's supposed to be what's his face, ain't it?
It's supposed to be Cable, yeah.
Who played Cable?
Is it Josh Brolin?
Nah, that's a singer, ain't it?
No.
Hold on. This is the only time we're gonna have a pause.
Yeah.
That's the guy who used to play 007, right? Josh Brolin?
Josh Brolin.
Didn't even need no Google.
Brolin.
Didn't need no Google. Josh Brolin, my moogles.
He a mogul. Also, he better be in Deadpool 3.
Yeah, you better not kill him off.
He better be in Deadpool 3. And if he die in that movie too, you better have at least one callback going to, oh shit, this is the third movie you gonna die in? Or this is the third time you gonna die? But any closing thoughts?
There are very few movies I recommend you see twice. And what I want to say is, go see Shazam again, bitches.
Shazam was lit.
Actually, yeah, I actually saw Shazam.
Shazam was lit.
I was surprised.
Oh, you saw
it? I was surprised, yeah.
Bootlegged it.
I saw it, man.
Don't you try to trap this nigga. Them
niggas ain't made no money.
It's good.
Oh, no, they made a lot of money.
How much money they made this weekend? Probably like 20 million.
Nah, they probably made like 2,000. Everybody,
every theater, boy. My theater had 8 showings.
I went to one theater where when I was leaving at 2:30 in the morning, there was another group of people who just got their popcorn like, we're so ready to go. And this was on Thursday.
I was walking out of that theater, fucking people up. Man, I was so mad when I was just making up shit when I was walking out there. I was like, oh God, Spider-Man died again. Just making up shit. Spider-Man dies. No, Wakanda never. Wakanda for never. Wakanda for never. They killing my niggas. Oh, that niggas was mad. Pretty good. Them white people was mad. Well, it was white people. You good? I was in Conyers, bro. Oh shit! I saw it at Friday on Conyers at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Yeah, it was at 8 p.m. Well, we're in the same theater. I saw it at 8:15. No, I was at 8 p.m. Yeah, because I was in a theater that was like you know how the theater is like right behind the person who's doing the tickets. That's the one I was in. I went to the left down that hallway in a smaller theater. We was in the same theater. Didn't even see him. Damn. Isn't life weird like that? I thought I saw it before you though. No, I saw it Thursday. Oh, you saw it Thursday? I saw it Thursday. I saw it Thursday night. And I saw it Friday the next day. So we were 2 days. Yeah, I saw it first before everybody. And then I saw it again on Sunday at 9 a.m. It's gonna be a while too. Oh, we doing Detective Pikachu? Shout out to yeah, I'm seeing Detective Pikachu when it dropped. We're gonna see it in Vegas? I'm gonna see it in Vegas on that Thursday night. Thursday night? Yeah, right after we come back. Right immediately when we come back from LA, I'll be I think I'll see it Friday. Okay.
Again, you will have free. Friday will have free
during
play.
the day. Yeah.
Friday will have free play. But Armstead, or you got everything out that you wanted to say about the movie?
I got everything out.
Okay, all right. I'm glad we got your questions answered.
Yeah. All right. That my question was I thought that was probably Kid Loki.
Nah.
In the back.
Nah. Although that would have been awesome.
If you watch Iron Man 3 as bad as it was. We got one more question.
One more.
All right. It's going to give a...
Or if you want, we can bring it over to the next podcast.
Nah, you're going to have to do it this one.
All right, go ahead.
Is it the best one?
Is this movie the best Marvel movie?
Out of all of the Avengers movies.
Oh, out of all the Avengers movies?
Avengers only. Avengers movies. What would this rank? We got
this ranks as number
Avengers
2.
movies, right?
2. No, actually, no. Technically, if I'm talking in my heart of hearts, this is number 3. My favorite Avengers movie is actually Captain America: Civil War.
We're going to count that as an Avengers movie?
I count it as an Avengers movie. My second favorite is Infinity War. My third would be this, followed by the original Avengers, and then we pretend the other one with Vision didn't happen. Because that one was so... People died. It's like, this nigga's name is Quicksilver. This nigga's fast. How did this nigga get hit?
I feel like we missed someone that had the guy from Blacklist. What movie was that?
No, I don't think that was an Avengers movie.
Because
Avengers has only been the Avengers, then Avengers.
Man, what's that guy's
Age
name?
of Ultron.
Age of Ultron. The one that had Ultron in it.
That's the one that's the least great Avenger for me.
I think Ultron was awesome.
Okay, you can. I'm not disagreeing with you, but that's where I rank him. I rank him as Captain America: Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, original Avengers, Age of Ultron.
I'm not going to disagree with your list.
You're not going to disagree with it?
No.
Because I feel like the thing about it is the fighting.
Well, I'll put Age of Ultron before the first Avengers movie.
Okay, you can change that up.
The fight scenes weren't that good in the first movie,
but for the first one, it was the lead up to that moment.
I think Hulk had better.
Because that part where they did in Infinity and in Endgame, where they looked at the original Avengers when they were fighting and they were looking around and they were just like, oh shit, what do we have to do? That was so epic. Because it had taken 6 movies to get to that point, and we were finally there. And people were like, it'll never work. And then to see that shit pan out well, and to see that it could be done, and for it to show people. For me, the only reason I don't like Age of Ultron is just look at the movies it's got to go up against.
DC said, fuck that. We're going to just make this movie after 2 movies.
Exactly. See how that shit turned out.
Yeah, people... Internet hates it, but I don't really believe the internet because I believe the internet Marvel
internet
fanboys.
was on some bullshit when
they're Marvel fanboys, man.
Yeah, they are because it's nowhere near as bad. Because I watched it with my girl, and she was like, they said it was really bad. I mean, this wasn't really bad. It's like, no, it's not.
It's not.
People are just
don't listen to the internet. Fuck the internet.
It's just people be like, oh man, it's so terrible. Really?
No,
dog?
It's not.
It
None of their movies are terrible.
Yeah, it's not
the only
terrible.
Movie I thought they were like, Iron Man. I mean, Wonder Woman is so good, but I'm just like,
Iron Man.
Batman versus Superman was better than Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't really.
When you look at the full extended cut, Batman versus Superman, yeah, superior movie. The thing that they released in theaters, I'd say Wonder Woman's better.
They spent too much time on the backstory.
Yeah, I wouldn't really.
Yeah. With the extra 15 minutes, and you sit down, and you could
30 minutes they could have cut out. Like, who needed to hear fucking Bruce Wayne's backstory again? We know it.
You're right.
We all know it. You're
not wrong.
I don't think my daughter knows it though.
That's okay.
I'm gonna ask her.
She'll be fine. Thanks again, everybody. This was our end game, and it's gonna be an end game because I'm not gonna edit anything. We just gonna do it live.
Do it like you do it like you do shit. Oh, bro, that was cool. You saw the preview for that one movie? Yeah. They had that West Side Walk. No, they had Pets 2.
Oh.
Yeah, they had the West Side. I was like, that's a weird ass song to put on there. Walk it out.
Walk it out. It is. But anyway, peace.
Oh, bro.